Hi guys, how's it going? I hope you're all doing very well. Today's video is just going to be a very casual get ready with me video. I haven't talked to you in a very long time, so I just wanted to sit down and say hello. So we'll just be discussing where I've been, what I've been up to, just, you know, the latest, the 411. So let's jump into it. All right, let's put this hair up with a little scrunchie action. Guys, I'm so glad that scrunchies have made a comeback. But I have to tell you that for me, scrunchies have never left the building. Okay, and I have my phone here because I'm waiting for my dishwasher, my new dishwasher, to be delivered. Very excited. That's how you know that you're old. Okay, so guys, let's just do this. I am just getting ready to go tonight to the Flames game, to a hockey game with some friends, and I thought I would do just a little like life update, get ready with me type of thing. I haven't posted a video in like a month, which always makes me so sad. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, have seen that I've been quite busy. I was out of town for work, and yeah, there's just a lot going on, but I thought it would be the perfect time to fill y'all in because I've missed you guys. I'm just applying the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion as kind of like a primary base. It really does end up getting basically covered up by my foundation, but I like, you know, having a nice little like glowy base coming through. And I also have already put on moisturizer, my La Roche-Posay Hydra Face SPF 30, so I already have on my sunscreen. So I'm just blending this in. You can see I have on some self tanner action, so we'll be matching that up today. But yeah, guys, how have you been? Can you believe it's almost the end of February? I certainly cannot. This year, as always, is just going by so quickly. But yeah, you see this? Just like a nice luminous base. So I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. This is a newer foundation. Actually, the last video I posted is a review on this guy, if you're interested in seeing it. In that video, I was using shade 430, but I've also now picked up 420, and I've been mixing these two together. And you guys, this foundation, I tell ya, it's amazing. Like, it reminds me of like some of my favorite Lancome foundations. So I kind of mix for me, because I know there's a lot of you that have told me that you're like my exact shade, so you're always curious what shade I use. So I just did about like 2 pumps of the 430 and 1 pump of 420. Also, my laundry is loud. Okay, hopefully that's better. And I'm just going to take my sponge and just start pouncing this on. Okay, so yeah. I was all last week, guys. I was in Morocco, which was so cool. Seriously, I feel so lucky. I got to go there for work. We had our sales meetings there. Like the first year that I was with L'Oreal, we went to Ottawa. The next year was Charlevoix, which is just outside of Quebec City, so all just like Eastern Canada. And then this year we went to Morocco, which kind of like, guys, it was like a trip of a lifetime. Like, it was a once in a lifetime type of experience, just because they set up so many cool things for us to do that you wouldn't really get to do if you were just like a tourist on your own, or like, I know at least I wouldn't set that up. So yeah, feeling very, very grateful. It's very, very cool. It's so different over there. Like, it feels like a different world, right? And it's like, it was very far away. So the one thing I will say is that we were only there for the week from like Monday to Friday, and by the time of like the travel and the time change and everything, it really was a long ways to go for that amount of time, if I'm just being honest. I really wish we were allowed to extend our stay, but we weren't. But yeah, not complaining. Had an amazing time, and I love my colleagues and the people I work with, so it was so great to spend time with them, because I'm on my own for most of my work life, most of the year. So it's always nice to catch up with them and exchange stories and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I had such a great time. But I'm very happy to be home. If you want to see more about Morocco, you should definitely check out my Instagram. I posted lots of pictures. There's like a story saved on Morocco, because guys, like, it's in Africa. I don't know if you knew that. This is kind of funny. When they announced that we were going to Morocco, it was part of like a Skype call. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer. It was part of like a conference call or like a Skype call, and at head office they're like, "We're going to Morocco, woo!" And I was like, yeah, and I'm like in the background like Googling like, where's Morocco? I thought it was in Europe. It is very like European-ish, but no, it's in Africa. So really cool experience. We got to go to like the desert one night and have like this like very kind of like, it's exactly what you'd picture from Morocco. Like it reminded me of what you would see in like the Sex and the City 2 movie, which by the way guys, that movie, it is set in Abu Dhabi, but it's all filmed in Morocco. If that is of interest to you. Probably not, but you know, here we are. So yeah, I was in Morocco, and that is kind of where I have been, and obviously that it's always like work trips and like any sort of trip for that matter, there's like so much stuff you need to do leading up to it kind of thing. So even though I was only gone for a week, I feel like I was preparing for it since the beginning of the year. And before that, prior to that, you guys, I had a shot blood vessel in my eye. Like this eye, the entire kind of half of it right here was bright red. Like it looked like it was bleeding, but it wasn't actually. And it's basically like, I went and got it checked out. It's just like a bruise on your eye, and it can be from like coughing, sneezing. It can just like pressure, like it can really happen at any time. But it was horrendous. And I just felt like, even though it didn't hurt, it was strictly cosmetic. Like I was completely fine. It was just like not, I didn't want to be filming. If, you know, that's just me being honest, guys. That is all my vanity, apparently. I'm gonna be taking this new powder from Dermablend. You guys know how much I love the original setting powder from Dermablend. This is the Illuminating Banana Powder. So it's a new shade. Guys, it is so good. This is my new favorite powder. Don't get me wrong, I still absolutely love the Maybelline Fit Me powders, especially for the price, but this really does have a luminosity to it that I really been enjoying. So I'm just going to set my concealer with this. But yeah, have you guys ever had that like eyeball issue? Man, oh man, it took like, I swear you guys, it took like a full 3 weeks for me to notice that it was better. Like it was pretty much better after like 2 weeks, but man, everywhere I went I had to explain like, oh no, like I'm completely fine, like I don't really know what happened, I just have a blood vessel that's broken or whatever. And it was just frustrating and not cute, honestly. I'm just taking the NYX Hydratouch powder foundation just as kind of a light layer. I really like this powder because it doesn't look drying whatsoever. And then I'm gonna take some of my Urban Decay Beached Bronzer. And my L'Oreal Life's a Peach Blush, just a nice little glowy peachy blush. And then yeah, when I got home from Morocco like a week ago, or yeah, just under a week ago, I became quite sick, like just with a cold and a sinus. I don't think I had a sinus infection, but I just was not feeling well, which, you know, when you're on planes for like, I was on planes for an entire like 24 hours and all that travel and everything, like I'm not surprised I got sick at all. But yeah, I've just been feeling kind of under the weather, but I'm feeling good now finally, which is enjoyable. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my Maybelline highlighter. And I'm going to fill in my eyebrows and be right back. Okay, there are some brows done. I'm just going to do a simple eye look. You know how I roll. But yeah, so basically that, so yeah, Morocco, I wanted to mention my eye thing. Really just threw me off, guys. I was wearing glasses too, so I don't know, just in general, you know, when you're just not feeling good, I was like, just, you know, whatever. Okay, so I'm taking this Kristyn Urban Decay eyeshadow palette, you know, this little one. I love it, you guys. It just has all these matte shades in it. It's kind of like my go-to everyday type of thing. I'm just putting some of Daydream into my crease. And then what else has been going on? Just wedding planning, guys. As of today, my wedding is 4 months away. Like, guys, I feel like I'm having these moments of like what do I need to do? I don't even really know. So the one thing I have decided is that we actually are meeting with, or I am, just me, tomorrow with a wedding planner, and I'm going to talk to her about like day of coordination. I feel like it's just gonna make me feel so much better. We have at our venue an events person, so I was thinking, okay, we don't really need to get a specific like wedding planner person, and I have so many amazing friends that are willing to help. But then I just have realized, like, I don't know what I'm doing. I really have no idea. I've never done this before, so I need to maybe get a little bit of extra help. So I found someone that I think they offer pretty good like value for the day of, so I'm gonna meet with them, and I hopefully will hire them. And what else? We sent out our invites finally, which I feel like we were behind schedule on that one. We were getting so many questions from people about like where to stay and like the timing of everything, and I was like, oh my gosh, like you're supposed to send them out like 6 months in advance or something. So yeah, we did that this week, but you know what, guys? We're getting there, okay? I was in Africa, okay? I'm taking some of that same shade just underneath my eye. And what else? Oh, I also, guys, I recently hired a videographer. So it was something that like I really wanted to have from the start. Like, and I'd said to Brooks, like, I really love the idea of a video being made. I think it's just like brings the day to life even more so than photos. But you guys, you look at videographers and they're basically just as expensive as the photographer. And I was like, hey, never mind. But then I was talking to some of my girlfriends on the weekend. Okay, I'm going just all over my lid with one of my favorite eyeshadows ever. This is Tender Caramel from L'Oreal. It's one of the little like potted guys. Oh, it's so good, you guys. I love this eyeshadow. But yeah, so I looked at some videographers after speaking to my girlfriends, because some of them have gotten married and they've said like, oh, like, I wish I would have had a videographer. And I'm like, I don't want to live my life with regrets, you know? So I think I found one for a reasonable price, and I'm excited because that was kind of like one of those decisions that was weighing on the back of my mind a little bit. So I think we're gonna go with that. Brooks is of the mindset of like, why do you need a videographer? Like do you go and like watch the video all the time? Like, no. And I was like, I know, but it's just a keepsake, you know. It's the same as photos. You don't look at your wedding photos all the time. You just have them for down the road. And yeah, and then I can put it on YouTube for you guys too. So that's a benefit there. It's not eyeshadow pretty. It's just like a cool toned, taupey, like silvery purple. I just think it's super flattering. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of that same highlighter to my inner corner. But yeah, I'm really trying to like enjoy the process, guys, of wedding planning, because I know it's just going to come and go so quickly. But as of right now, I'm like, oh my gosh, my to-do list is about a mile long. I'm gonna take the It Cosmetics Superhero Liner. Okay, that became much more bold than intended, but that always happens, doesn't it? So I'm going to apply some mascara as well. I'm gonna do two, the La Roche-Posay Multi Dimensions mascara. I love this one because it has a lash revitalizing serum in it, so it actually helps to like keep your lashes like longer and stronger, and just like really kind of nourishes them. And then I also am going to go in with this new one from L'Oreal, the Unlimited one. I've been liking this one for like separation and that kind of thing. And yeah, I also have my bachelorette party coming up in March. We're going to Kelowna for a wedding in March. It just never stops, guys. I'm gonna actually try to do, I'm trying to do less bridal makeup this year. I normally book myself for like every single Saturday, which I really enjoy doing it, but I just think right now with everything going on, I'm gonna start going crazy. The dishwasher people. Hello. But yeah, we've been washing dishes, like every single dish, by hand for a couple months now. I know it's like totally a first world problem, but man, oh man, that adds a lot of hours to your week. So I will never be underappreciative of my dishwasher once I have a working one again. Okay, so that's the La Roche-Posay one. And then I am going to add this one in as well. Okay, and then for lips, I have been really liking this Pin Up Pout lipstick from NYX in the shade Corset. It's kind of like a, you know, nudie, but like kind of terracotta-y. I just love these are some of my favorite lipsticks. If you just need like a basic, classic, easy to wear, pretty, but like still it has a nice color payoff to it, the Pin Up Pout lipsticks are some of my favorite. And just because it's sitting right here, I'm gonna take some of this lip gloss. This is Savage from Urban Decay. It's one of my favorites, you guys. So it goes on kind of sheer. I love it though, because you can see how it takes that super warm lipstick and makes it a little bit more cool toned, because I really love cool tones. So yeah. Alright guys, that wraps up everything for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this little casual get ready with me of a look that I basically do every day. This is how I look all the time. So nothing too exciting as far as makeup, but I just more so wanted to fill y'all in of where I've been. I missed you guys. I hope you're doing very well. Can't believe like we're basically a sixth of the way through 2019. I'm not even saying the right year, 2019. So crazy. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. Thank you for subscribing and liking and all that stuff. It means so much to me, especially, you know, YouTube. They're just really throwing a wrench into things for us little guys over here, okay? But yeah, I hope you guys are all having an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.